So yesterday we talked about the interior and exterior sum of polygons, right? To find the interior sum, you do n minus 2 times 180. The exterior sum is always equal to what? 360. No matter what the polygon is, it is always equal to 360. So to find the measure of one interior angle, we did n minus 2 times 180 and we divided it by n. To find one exterior angle, we did 360 divided by n. So for number 1, we all got 900, right? What did we get for number 2? 3,600. All right. Any questions on 1, 2? Apparently, I didn't want us to have a number 3 when I made this.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Just, no big deal. I'm a math teacher. Don't need to know how to count.
Or 9.
We don't have
Or
a 6
6.
either.
What is happening?
Come on, Joe.
Sorry, taters.
9.
I was. Alright, okay, let's just, this next section. This is find the sum of the exterior angles. What is always the sum of any exterior angles of any polygon? 360. So your answer for both of these should have been 360.
That's a net.
It's okay if you made a mistake. At least you tried, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how would we find number 7?
N minus 2 times 180 divided by n.
Look at you go. Take a point. So that's 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8, right? Okay, what's 6 times 180?
1,080.
And what's 1,080 divided by 8?
135.
135? Look at us go. How many of us got that one right? Hey, great job this side of the room. Take a point this side of the room.
Hey.
Did the rest of us just not do our homework? Or did we mess up right here? Thank you for being honest. What did we just not divide by 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see why we divide by 8 now? Because it asked for one interior angle. So that's where we come up here and see where it told us about one interior angle. Now, what about a hexagon? How many sides does a hexagon have? Alright, so that's 6 minus 2 times 180. And we divide that by 6. And what's your final answer?
120.
How many of us got that right? Great job this time. Are you lying?
You just pressed me like
Did you really do your homework?
I did some of it.
Super proud.
The way she looked at you, she was like,
Yeah, she just instantly stopped talking. I was like,
I didn't believe you because sometimes you put your hand up when you're just trying to be funny. So I didn't. There was no trust. I'm sorry. I apologize. But really, that's kind of your fault. But
yeah, I was
you know.
about to say that.
All right, number 10. It says find the measure of one exterior angle. So what do we do for that?
360 divided by the number of sides.
All right. So this is 360 divided by what? 30. And that's what?
120.
Awesome. And what about a pentagon? 360 divided by what? Which is?
32.
Hallelujah.
Really
How do we feel?
confident.
Better? Now that we've talked about it together?
Bitter.
I'm with that.
Does anyone have any questions before we move on?
Bitter.
Because we're doing more stuff today. Yes.
So, like, on number 4 and number 5, if I just find the sum of the exterior angles, can we just put 360?
Yeah. This is always 360.
I didn't know what to do, and I was like,
Always. Do we want to make a note that says it's always 360 up here? All right, so let's put it's always 360 up here.
So you just take 360 and times it by the number of sides, or the number of angles
For what?
for any angle.
No. So the sum of an exterior angle, of any polygon, the sum of the exterior angles, is always going to be 360. For the interior angles, you do n minus 2 times 180, where n is the number of sides. All right, we ready for the next page? Maybe? We're ready to at least try, look at it, see what happens. Okay.
I hate yelling.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Alright, so this says, what if we are given the measure of one interior angle of a regular polygon and want to find the number of sides? Could we use that formula of one interior of our humana? We know that to find one interior angle, we use this formula, right? So could we use this formula to find the total number of sides to find what n is? Yes, we could, because we could just work backwards. So what you do is you write an equation. So you're going to use that formula, we're going to write an equation. Then you use the distributive property, subtract, divide. So let's work on this problem together. It says the measure of an interior angle, Blair, get it together. Let me try again. How about someone else read that for me, since I just...
The measure of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 144. Find the number of sides in the polygon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Take a point. So the way you do this is you start by setting up an equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our angle and we're going to multiply it by the number of sides n, because that's what we're looking for, right? So we do 144n equals...
Maybe 180. No.
It would be that n minus 2 times 180, because that's part of our original problem, right?
Oh, so it's equal to.
Yep. So all we're doing, is everybody done copying this down so I can flip back and show you where we got this from? Okay. Does anybody need a mo? Ainsley, baby, can you pull the door just two, because we hollering. He's real excited this morning. Thank you, love. Okay. Are we ready now? So what we did was we took this formula right here, and this is equal to the angle. So all we did here was we multiplied both sides by n and set the same problem up to find the number of sides. So now, it told us to set the equation up. We did that. What does it ask us to do now? So what are we going to distribute? 180. Awesome. So we get 144n equals 180n minus, Blair. Minus what? What's 180 times 2? 360. Alright, so then step 3 tells us to subtract. What would we subtract? Would we subtract that 144 or the 180? The 180, because we need to get it over there with the 144. So you finish working this problem out without me. And sorry I didn't leave a lot of space. I guess I got excited when I made this. Can we let Ainsley in, please? Sorry, honey. I mean, Annalise, not Ainsley. You're Ainsley, opening the door.
She just shut the door?
No.
I was thinking the same, bro.
Sorry, guys. Thank you, honey.
I don't know if I did it right, but I'm done.
No. Did y'all subtract 180? And then did you divide? So why do you not think you did it right?
So I don't know if that's why you have to do it.
Doesn't it tell you to do that in the steps?
Oh, I wasn't looking at them. I was just doing it.
So what should be our lesson that we learned from that?
In the direction.
Read the directions.
Only divide by the number of sides.
You divide by what's in front of n. Because you're trying to find the number of sides.
Is that answer going to be negative?
Because that's a negative 360. Okay, what's 144 minus 180?
Negative 36. Negative, oh.
So you get negative 36n equals negative 360. Alright, when you divide, how many sides do we have? 10.
That causes 36. My bad.
Do you see why it's negative?
Mm.
Okay. Did you? Super proud. Did anybody else get it right? Super proud. If 2 people got it right, take a point. Do you see what you did wrong? What did you do? It was the what, baby? Oh, okay. Yeah. Why do you have your phone out? What's our rule number 2? What was our rule?
To be honest, I don't even remember.
Me either. I remember number 1.
I remember rule number 1.
Pause. You can do it. Alright, this is you try, but I want to set up the equation together just to be safe, and then I want you to try without me. So this says the measure of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 150. Find the number of sides. So we're going to do 150 times what? N. And we're going to set that equal to what?
N minus 2.
Times 180. Can you guys work that problem out without me? Okay, at least try. With the thing doesn't go all the way back there. Alright, so did y'all get N equals what? 12? Yay! 12! Woo! Okay. Are we ready? Let's look at what it asks us to do on the last of the problems. It says find the measure of an interior angle and an exterior angle given the number of sides of each regular polygon. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So, how would we find the sum of a decagon? Isn't that what we did on the previous page? So the sum of the interior would be what? N minus 2 times 180, right? How many sides does a decagon have? Okay, so we would do
8 times.
10 minus 2 times 180, or 8 times 180, which is what he was trying to get out. And what's 8 times 180?
1,440.
1,000 what?
440.
1440? Can y'all tell that says 1440? Okay. Alright, so how would you find one interior? What would we divide that by?
10.
We would divide that by 10, and we'd get what?
144.
Mm-hmm.
That was head math. I don't know why I thought that.
I wouldn't type in my calculator.
I just
It's
thought
fine.
about it.
No judgment. All God's children. Alright, what about one exterior? How would we find one exterior?
32.
How would you get that?
Not 36.
360 divided by 10, which is what? 36.
16 gone.
Alright, what about a 16? Do y'all want to do that one together, or you think you can handle it without me?
I got this.
I got this, dog.
Does anybody want to do one more together just to be safe? Okay? Alright, so we would do...
Bro, I was sitting there wondering when my foot is cold and realized my shit is
Oh my gosh.
Next.
Alright, what is 14? Okay, so we have 16 minus 2 times 180, which gives us 14 times 180. And what is 14 times 180?
2,520.
Awesome. Take a point.
Is it okay if we get a decimal?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, then to... excuse me. Then to find one exterior angle, you do 2520 divided by 16. What does that give you? Take a point. And then how would we find one exterior angle?
360 divided by 16.
360 divided by 16. So do that and tell me what you get.
22.
Take a point. Alright, do 3 through 9 without me. I'll come around and check you, help you. And then we're moving on, taters. We got things to do, places to go, people to see. Mr. Geometry. Mr. Polygon.
Thanks.
Alright.
I know.
Well, depending on how long your paragraph is.
It was like
Alright, number 3. What did we get for the sum?
5,040.
Okay. We were all just kind of muttering, so I wasn't sure what number we said. And then you divide that by what?
30.
And you get?
168.
Okay. And then to get exterior, you do 360 divided by 30, and you get? Awesome. Alright, number 4.
1800.
Alright, 1
It's 150.
What?
150.
150.
It's 200.
I'm really.
130.
Wait.
Wait, guys.
Well, I thought it was 15.
No. Alright, stop.
I got 30.
This is 12, right? Okay, so 12 times, that would be 10 times 180, which is 1800. And then you divide that by 12, and you get, do 1800 divided by 12.
Yes.
Okay. Now we divide that by 12, and we get what? We do 360 divided by 12, and we get 30. Okay. Woo. All right, a 20 gone. What do we get for the sum?
3,240.
All right, one interior,
162.
162. All right, and one exterior. All right, what about a triangle?
180.
One interior, one exterior. Awesome. How many of us got all of those right? If two people at your table got all of them right, take 2 points. Cameron, let me know when you're ready, son.
Because you have to put something in there. It has to.
Okay, cool. All right, let's look at number 7. Number 7 should be n equals 12. All right, number 8. And number 9. Look at us goes haters. Great job. Okay. Let me think of... how I want to do this next section. Okay. Go back to this front page right here. What we're going to do is we're going to write down the sum of the interior angles for these right here so that we have that chart. Okay? So we're going to do n minus 2 times 180, and we're going to write it down. And we're going to work together to do it. So we know what the sum of a triangle is. What's the sum of a triangle? 180. What's the sum of a quadrilateral? 360.
Quadrangle.
A quadrangle. What? It's a ham sandwich. Alright. Who wants to do pentagon?
540.
What is it?
540.
Okay. Y'all are going to have to work faster than Justin if you want to get any of these. Take a point. Who wants to do hexagon? How about we raise our hands so that we can all earn points? Alright, Grant?
720?
What, darling?
Is it 720?
You tell me. It's the point of what we're doing. Did you get 720? Does anybody agree? Okay. No one agreed with you, but they didn't disagree either, so good. Take a point. Who wants to do heptagon? Somebody at Beauxbatons over here do heptagon. $900. All right, take a point. Somebody at Durmstrang over there do octagon, please. That's y'all's table. They're going to do that.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We're Beauxbatons? Because I thought we were Raven.
You're Beauxbatons. I got it backwards.
1080.
1080. Cool. All right, Hufflepuff, do nonagon.
Oh, wait. No, I already. That's when I stopped at.
Okay, well, do it real quick.
1260.
What, darling?
1260.
Take a point. Like, do decagon. I need to hang up the signs again. Thank you for reminding me, Logan. So that we know what our tables actually are. Like we're waiting on you. Okay. Thank you. Take a point. All right. Who wants to do hendecagon?
Get a count.
What, darling?
1620.
1620.
Okay,
And dodecagon. Take a point, Cam. Ainsley? 1800. Take a point. Alright, so what we're going to do on Monday is we are going to use that to find the sum of these over here. I'll leave this chart up there so you can finish copying if you need to. Please clean up your tower. Clean up your tower. Don't leave it in chaos. And if there's any trash under your desk, pick it up. Put calculators back. Let's be normal human beings, not barbarians. Yes, make sure you get your shoes.